Today, in Part 9, Section 14 of the Vigyan Bhairav Granth, we will elaborate on the 5th verse of the Parakaya Sanvit Bhavana, described in Karika 107, regarding the entire body and the world as Chinmaya, conscious, along with the Shiva-Shakti dialogue and other topics related to the original Sanskrit verse. So, take a deep breath with me. Center yourself. Let's step out of the ordinary for a moment and listen closely as some of the most profound cosmic secrets of the universe are revealed to you. That opening thought really is the foundational pillar of our journey today in this explainer. We're talking about considering your entire body and the entire world as pure consciousness, and doing it simultaneously. We're going to unpack what it actually means to look at everything around you and everything inside you as one singular vibrating field of awareness. It's a massive concept, but we'll break it down together. Now, to truly grasp this wisdom, we first have to understand the intimate setting of this text. You see, the Vigyan Bhairav Granth isn't just some dusty rulebook. It's a deeply mystical, eternal conversation between Mother Shakti and Lord Shiva. Imagine Mother Shakti, who represents the dynamic, ever-unfolding energy of the cosmos, earnestly asking for the ultimate truth. And in response, Lord Shiva, the embodiment of pure, unmanifested consciousness, lovingly gives her the precise, practical methods for spiritual awakening. It's literally a cosmic dance of question and answer, and it's designed specifically for our own liberation. To realize this state for ourselves, we have to turn to the exact instructions found on page 50 of our sacred text, specifically looking at Karika 63. The original Sanskrit verse goes like this: Sarvam Shariram Dame Chinmayam Hi Jagadvar Partloi Bhavayat Yugaban Nirvakapena Manasa Parmodaya. What it's instructing the seeker to do is to contemplate the entirety of their physical vessel with all of its energetic centers alongside the external world as one unbroken field of consciousness. No separation, just one continuous flow. Let's look at the simple English translation of that, because it reveals a really powerful truth. It tells us that considering the whole body and the entire world as pure consciousness simultaneously, using a mind entirely free of thoughts, leads to supreme awakening. Two key concepts pop up here. First, Chinmaya, which just means pure, untainted consciousness. And second, Nirvikalpa, which is a state of mind that is completely free from wandering thoughts, doubts, or analytical divisions. You see, it's not just thinking about the universe as conscious, it's experiencing it as conscious in absolute stillness. We can actually analyze this Chinmaya realization from two distinct perspectives. On one hand, the spiritual significance suggests that our core, inner essence is pure, unadulterated consciousness, kind of like a soul made of pure light that simply knows no physical bounds. On the other hand, the religious significance emphasizes the omnipresence of the divine. It tells us that the divine permeates every single atom of the universe equally. But here's the beautiful part. Whether you look at it spiritually as your inner light or religiously as God being everywhere, you arrive at the exact same conclusion. There's no such thing as dead matter. Absolutely everything is alive with awareness. And you know, ancient Vedic astrology and astronomy actually mapped this exact same concept across different densities of consciousness. It's fascinating. First, our mind and emotions act as these subtle cosmic links to celestial bodies. Second, the Ishtadevata, or your chosen deity, is seen as the manifestation of that consciousness into a specific physical form you can worship. And finally, even the grossness, the heavy gravity, and the sheer physical density of planets, they're just thicker, denser forms of that exact same universal consciousness. So it really is all Chinmaya, just vibrating at different frequencies. If we look within the Tantric tradition, there are two really interesting paths to reach this realization. The first one is an outward expansion. The practitioner meditates on their awareness expanding beyond their skin, pushing outward and outward until their physical boundaries completely dissolve into the vast universe. The second path is essentially the opposite. It's an inward gathering. Here, the practitioner realizes that the entire universe, all that cosmic energy or Shakti, is actually folded inward and is already contained entirely within their own subtle body and energetic centers. But both paths do the exact same thing. They completely destroy the illusion that you're just a small, isolated physical body. Philosophically, all of this is rooted incredibly deeply in non-dualism, or Advaita. And I want you to hear this truth clearly. If everything is Chinmaya, if everything is pure consciousness, then that illusion of separation between you, the observer, and the external world completely vanishes. The observer, the object you're observing, and the very act of observation
all merge into one single, seamless reality. In a very real sense, you are the universe looking at itself. Let that sink in for a moment.
But remember, this isn't merely philosophy. It's a practical technology for the soul. So let's walk through the actual step-by-step procedure of this meditation. First up is asana. You want to assume a steady, undisturbed posture, allowing your physical form to become deeply relaxed and totally still. Second is breath. Gently regulate your prana, your vital life force, and let your breathing soften until you can barely feel it. Third, close your eyes and withdraw from all those external sensory distractions. As your body stills, you prepare your mind for the sacred mantra. Now, the letters in this mantra aren't just sounds, they're the very architectural vibrations of the cosmos. The mystery here is how these subtle seed syllables arise from pure emptiness, vibrate as creative energy, and then dissolve right back into silence, perfectly mirroring the creation and dissolution of the universe itself. Okay, once your physical vessel is quiet, the internal process begins. I want you to visualize your entire physical body as pure, vibrating light. As you gently invoke the sacred mantra, and you're not just pronouncing it with your vocal cords, you're actually feeling its resonance rise from the base of your spine, echo through your heart center, and dissolve into the crown of your head. You seamlessly expand this visualization outward. See your room, the earth, and the entire world as that exact same pure light. And finally, the most crucial step. Surrender into the nirvikalpa state. Drop all the labels, drop all the analytical thoughts, and just simply be in that unified state of universal consciousness. So what does this all mean for you practically? Why does this matter? Well, the texts promise something called paramodaya, which means the dawn of supreme consciousness. When you manage to touch this state, even for just a split second, a profound shift happens. By realizing that you literally are the very fabric of the universe, all those earthly anxieties, the worldly dualities, and our deepest human fears are completely eradicated. It grounds you in this unshakable peace. And honestly, that is the ultimate gift of liberation, offered directly to you by this eternal text. On behalf of the Vedmata AI family, if you found our presentation informative, please share our video as widely as possible so that the authentic knowledge of Indian Vedic texts can reach the masses. Come, let us all participate in this yagya of knowledge.